Today, we have a subscriber success story about getting a promotion and making more money. So let's talk about that. Amanda here from createyourfuture.co. So today we've got a client success story about her getting a promotion with more pay. And so just before we dive into it, if you haven't already subscribed, definitely subscribe, hit the bell icon below because I do put out new videos every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you're looking for help to be a success story, definitely check out the links below for coaching. And as well, my disclaimer, like I say on all of these success story videos, is when you hear this, stay on top of your thoughts, stay on your mental diet, say, this is going to happen to me. I'm going to be successful. If they can do it, I can do it, rather than doing the opposite and beating yourself up. Okay. So everybody right now, make an intention. I'm going to have a success story. I'm going to be successful and what I'm looking to create. Great. Now that we've all got our intentions, let's get started. So the subscriber writes, I am so happy to write you my success story. Although I've listened to a few people on YouTube, I wanted to thank you for presenting Neville's teaching the way that you do, because I believe that you've touched on something that no one I've heard before is touched on. That's the subject of free will and how everyone's free will relates to mine. So coming from a Catholic background, I definitely believe that everyone had their own free will, and I was pretty much at the mercy of what they decided or not decided to do. Okay. But then hearing you and testing it, I can say that nobody has free will. Like Neville says, they are all sound asleep, and they are, because your reality is projected out from your subconscious mind. I was walking around Walmart the other day and I was looking and I was like, you know what? I'm like, everybody in here is animated by my subconscious mind. I'm like, according to quantum physics, this is just an illusion. Okay. This is like crazy. I mean, it blows your mind. So then I'm walking and I'm like, that person's going to smile at me. And then they smile at me. And there's like a crowd of people and I'm like, they're going to move out of my way. They move out of my way, So yeah, go out and practice, right? Test it. Very good point she puts up here. Test it, because when you know that everyone is you pushed out, it makes it so much easier to persist with things that you want. Okay. And it's all about having faith and confidence in yourself and your powers as a creator. Though that's what gets you through the rough patches. It seriously does, So back to her story here, because I love it. So when I began to hear you, I thought, so even though I'm not trying to manifest a specific person, like a relationship with someone, I'm in a relationship with everything: money, job, health, etc. Yes, you are. Every one of my videos about attracting a specific person or a person can be actually swapped in. You can do it for money. You can do it for a job. You can do it for a business, anything. You can do it for subscribers. You can everything, because you have a relationship with everything. Okay. And it's all about manifesting a relationship with everything. Okay. So she says that I can do it with money, job, health, etc. So I applied this to a promotion I want. It's a better department with much more pay. Love it. So she says, my new position did not come overnight, but right now it feels like it was pretty quick once I decided to be stubborn and persist. This is so incredibly important. Okay. It was a very long story because I had so much resistance. I believe that others could dictate on my desire and I would not get the promotion. Okay. So like I said earlier, your belief in the solid belief that everyone is you pushed out, would actually help with that one doubt that, other people could dictate on your desire and get in the way of it, but they can't, because they have no free will. They can only get in the way of it if you think they're going to get in the way of it. Okay. So like there's been a question, you're like, okay, so if two of us are intending to be in a relationship with Jerry's, whose intention wins? Only yours, because you're the only one in your reality with free will. Okay, so nobody's intention could ever mess with your reality, because this is only your reality. It's nobody else's. Okay. So I believe that practicing revision, setting intentions, and understanding free will the way you explain it made the difference. Oh, I know it did. So even though they have delayed moving me to my new position, since in the same company, I know it was only a matter of time. Unfortunately, I know I even created that delay. Yeah, it happens. It's so true that we wrestle with our own principles and thoughts and doubts, and we do. We seriously do. So even though they had delayed to transfer me to my position, instead of blaming others, I maintained loyalty to the unseen reality and believed that I could override their decision. Okay. It only took a matter of days to overturn their decision, and now I'm in the new office. Oh my goodness, you got a new office. I hope it's a corner one. Love it. Okay. So the thing is, right, is she also says that I'm the best on YouTube. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you. So, one part in here is maintaining loyalty to the unseen reality and believe that you could override the decision. That is so incredibly important. Okay. Because we create the reality inside of our head. And once we create that reality inside of our head, then everybody who's asleep in the world has no choice but to make it happen and conspire to make that reality happen. Now, sometimes when you have resistance, things take persistence. I remember, back when I wanted to move in with Andrew, he told me no 5 days in a row that it was never going to happen. And I just kept persisting. I just was not having any of it. I would say to him, that's okay. Don't worry about it. But in my head, I was like, no, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. And then finally day 6, it happened. So, sometimes there has to be, a little bit of persisting with what you want, regardless of what's showing up in your reality. And it's the same thing that I held on to, was the fact that I was like, no, everyone's me pushed out. Nobody's got free will. Oh, you're saying no today, buddy, but guess what? That's going to change tomorrow. Did that 5 times in a row, and finally it did. So, it's about persistence, and believing in yourself. Okay. Sometimes we got to let all those old intentions come out, and just like all those old, resistant thoughts, they have to just go and manifest and let them pass, right? Because when you have true ultimate belief in yourself, things that show up that you don't want aren't really a big deal anymore. It's like, okay, we'll change it. No big deal, right? It's when we make those negative things mean they're such a big deal and unchangeable that we're just giving them more power, right? Your subconscious mind doesn't know positive from negative. It doesn't know what you want to what you don't want. It just takes orders and manifests. Orders, manifest, right? So things are only positive, negative, what you do want, don't want, into relation to, what you make them mean and how you feel about them. Anyways, excellent success story. Thank you so much for sharing it. Amazing. Congratulations on your new position and your new pay. You definitely deserve it. And yeah, good job for persisting through, and it's always the manifestations that we have to persist through that take a lot more time that we really, really do appreciate. And we say, whoa, and then we realize and we fully understand how to do it when we persist through. And no matter what shows up, we just keep going with it. Then we finally get it. Then we're like, whoa, we're unstoppable. And you are. Anyways, this is my video for today. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. You guys are all amazing, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.